Hello there! So in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the more played controversial video games. I'm Aaron, and welcome to the Goomer Gang. In this channel, we try to bring you fun and sometimes informative content about video games and gaming. In this channel, we strive to bring you new, fun, and sometimes informative content regarding video games, comics, and anime. If that floats your boat, then smack that like button. Give us a subscribe and ring that little bell so that way you'll be notified whenever we come out with new content. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with some of the we're going to start off with some of the less popular but still somewhat known games. First we have Hatred, which is literally a game. This game is literally just a genocidal dude murderizing everything in sight. This game was rated adult only, and it was temporarily removed from Steam. That's how bad that game was. Next up, we have Saw. So this game was controversial because it basically made torture porn accessible to gamers. All that aside, the game was actually not that bad to play. You had your puzzles to solve. It was a little bit of a wonky combat system, but it wasn't like ugh, gross. It was still kind of fun, in my opinion at least. And I love the movies, and they're pretty cool. Next, we have Manhunt. Now, this is an old game that was wildly considered controversial because of how brutal and how visceral the executions in this game were. A lot of us probably played Gears of War, and that's some pretty brutal stuff, but I don't know, it's just something about those executions weren't really that bad. Probably because it was against a bunch of like mutated alien looking dudes. Then we have Wolfenstein. Now there's been a couple iterations of the game, but the most notable and probably the most controversial one is Wolfenstein 2. Now in this game, they killed Nazis and KKK members, which got a lot of people upset and political. Whoa, an oldie but goodie. Silent Hill Homecoming. Out of all the Silent Hill games, we know they're all spooky, they're all gruesome, but Homecoming has got to be the most twisted out of all of them, or at least popular opinion is. Silent Hill Homecoming was banned in Australia and in Germany. So the reason that this game is controversial was because of the graphic gore, the dismemberment, the dark subject matter, and the involvement of suicide. Now, something many folks may not even know about or remember, but there was a game called Narc. This game was before Mortal Kombat, but had to be one of the most gory and graphic games there were at the time, which was pretty darn early. Being that this precludes Mortal Kombat, that just goes to show that this game has got to be one of the first controversial games that are out there. But there is also another game called Narc in recent years for like the PS2, which is literally a video game where you take actual drugs as power-ups. Like if you take like a hit of marijuana, time slows down for you. You take speed,
you run super fast.
Ecstasy,
and it's like radar for the bad guys.
It's nuts. And we have the crowd favorite, still going strong, still super popular, and ever so controversial, GTA. Grand Theft Auto has been banned in Thailand and in the United Arab Emirates. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Now, from the get-go, this game has been controversial. You're literally going around stealing cars. You can run people over. Eventually, it got further down along the line where you got guns and you can kill people. You can go into strip clubs and all that good stuff. Now, you remember Narc that I just mentioned? Yeah. That newer iteration came out because it was trying to jump on the bandwagon of GTA's like shocking, controversial move that they did. Doom! Doom is another OG game that many people know and love, but jeez Louise, did it explode when it came back into recent years. Little known fact, Doom was actually banned in Germany for 17 years before it was like, okay, you know what, it's okay. Let's all play the game, we all know it's good. But Doom was actually banned not because of the crazy violence, but because of the satanic imagery. And we have the holy grail of video gaming controversy, South Park! So, South Park, the stick of truth. As we all know about South Park, it is jam-packed full of profanity, inappropriate stuff, gory, sexual, I mean, you know what? You might as well just cross off the entire list and check all the above. They had alien anal probes. Yucky. In the German version, they removed all the Nazi imagery, as if like anything else about the game should have been censored. I'd love to hear from you guys. Want to mention any hidden gems out there that are super controversial. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have a Goomer day!